Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is match number 65 from the Duler Stadium in the Selvel Goa Professional League, and it is a big one between Vasco Sports Club and FC Goa. Onto a Vasco Sports Club team which are desperate for a victory, having lost their last two matches against Dempo and Minnows. Youth Club of Manora, 1-0. They are looking to get back to winning ways against FC Goa. They have their task cut out today against a very good FC Goa team. Sanju Thapa, will we see him back in action in the first 11? As we see Pedro Carvalho, also the staff getting involved in the match. On to the first 11, coached by Mickey Fernandez, Warren Pereira, Kuldeep Kumar, Savlon Fernandez, Daniel Rebello, Karan Shirotkar, Sanvil De Costa, Matthew Colasso, Neville Alexander, Francisco Fernandez. Sanju Thapa is coming back into the team after a long injury layoff, and Joachim Abranches, the captain. On to FC Goa, and they have been not in the best of forms either. They have been playing good football but not quite there in terms of results, having drawn against Sporting and Churchill in their last few matches. They will be looking to get back to winning ways. They don't have any hopes of winning the title anymore, FC Goa, but they will be looking to finish as high as possible. As we see Ritik Tiwari warming up. Will we see him in action today in the last match for FC Goa in the league? Will Dylan De Silva get a much needed rest? He's been absolutely fantastic. He's saved 2 penalty kicks in this year's league, and he's been quite a formidable player for FC Goa. Yes, and Degi Cardozo does choose Ritik Tiwari to start on goal for FC Goa. It's Papuya, Velroy Fernandez, Bryson Fernandez, Brian Faria, Kapil Hoble, Christy Davis, Delton Colasso, Sereno Fernandez, Joybert and Ivan Costa completing the first 11 for FC Goa. And we see the referees who will lead the teams out today into the middle. Vasco, a club which has rich history behind them, led by Joachim Abranches today. And FC Goa, a very young, talented team, the development team of the ISL team FC Goa. And this is the platform for these youngsters to shine, and they will be looking to prove themselves once more in the hallowed turfs of the Duler Stadium. It promises to be a big encounter with both teams have nothing to lose at the moment, but when two big teams face each other, they've always pulled off something special, especially when both teams play with nothing to lose for them. The referees for today: Sunil Nanotkar, Yuvraj Tari, Shivam Thanekar, and fourth official Praveen Naik. It's good to see Sanju Thapa back on goal today, and Mickey Fernandez will be hoping that his main man can provide the goods today, because he'll have his task cut out today against a rampant FC Goa team. FC Goa, on the other hand, will be looking to get back to winning ways and finish this campaign on a high. And no doubt they've been a very, very good side to watch. Very well coached by Degi Cardozo, but sometimes the inexperience has let them down. They've conceded some silly goals from time to time and have stuck to their basics of playing out from the back. And as we see Mickey Fernandez, we will be looking for, I would say, an upset against FC Goa today, considering how things have gone for Vasco in the last few matches. And it's good to see Robbie Burgo also back in the dugout today, and the coach Degi Cardozo, he'll be looking for his team to play some attractive, good football today. And that is the man Sanju Thapa. Can he stick to his task today and play a very, very good game, marshal his troops well? And that is Ritik Tiwari. That's the first time we've seen Ritik on goal today. Interestingly, he's wearing two separate boots on both his feet, a grey one on his right and blue on his left. Fashion at its best, isn't it, right now? We see that a lot nowadays. We've seen players do that before. However, Sunil Nanotkar has gotten us underway, and it is Vasco who's got us underway with Savlon in possession. This is Warren being closed down there by Velroy. Warren wins the throw-in. Warren also coming back into the team after a break in the last game. Warren, Kuldeep all rested in the last match. Vasco paying the price for that, having lost to a youth club of Manora. However, this is Karan Shirodkar. This is Karan again. Does well. Daniel Rebello gives it away. This is Bryson. That will be a good battle to watch. Number 8 of FC Goa versus number 8 of Vasco. Daniel versus Bryson. Christie doesn't get the foul there. This is Joachim of Branches who tries to hurry away from his marker, but this is Ivan Costa. Shifts wings. This is Sereno. Velroy will not be able to keep that in. Warren shifts it forward. This is Velroy. This is Ivan Costa. Velroy into the box. Some step overs against Kuldeep. The experience of the man Kuldeep Kumar. Defending well there, standing his ground against Velroy. Gives away the first corner of the match, and it's FC Goa who's won this corner. This is Bryson Dubin Fernandez. Bryson's ball in. The header comes in, and Brian hits it straight to Sandville, and Joachim with the clearance. Possession back in FC Goa. And not surprisingly, we expect FC Goa to have the lion's share of possession today, considering how they go about things. FC Goa, they will be looking to liven up things in that attacking third and increase the pace also in that attacking third, as we see Delton Colasso being fouled there by Joachim. Papuya. This is Brian Faria. Brian's ball forward is not a bad one. This is Kapil Hoble. Kapil's ball in straight to Sanju Thapa. Sanju spreads it wide to Karan Shirodkar. This is opened up for Joachim of Branches down the left hand side. He's played a good ball in. Matthew Colasso trying to get in, but Papuya does well, and this time Vasco Sports Club win the corner, and Daniel Rebello heads over to take this corner for Vasco. The lanky goalkeeper Ritik Tiwari will be called into action. This is Daniel Rebello. It's a poor corner in the end, very lowly driven. This is Papuya trying to drive forward, can't quite get it past. This is Papuya again. This is Christy Davis up against Selvel, and Francis Fernandez brings Christy Davis down. There you see Francis Fernandez going shoulder to shoulder with Christy Davis. Then he's brought down by the experienced Francis Fernandez. This is Bryson Velroy. Ivan Costa. Ivan's ball forward, but doesn't quite get that run of Delton Colasso. Straight into the hands of Sanju Thapa. It'll be interesting to see how Mickey Fernandez sets his team up today. He will be looking to hit FC Goa on the counter-attack, and we've seen FC Goa susceptible to those counter-attacks. However, they can pull off some very, very beautiful moves. This is Joybot up against Kuldeep. Delton Colasso cannot keep it in, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Ivan keeps that in, but in F Vasco possession. This is Kapil. Ivan plays it back. This is Brian Faria. Kapil Hoble met by Neville Alexander. This is Ivan. Gets the foul there, Kapil Hoble. Just catching him from the back there, Joachim of Branches. It's very interesting to see, because we can see Joachim of Branches operating from a very, very deep role. It just goes to show how Mickey Fernandez has set his team out, because they're purely going to base it on the counter-attacks. If Joachim of Branches is playing so deep on that left hand side. This is Kapil's ball in, and a chance. Velroy off the line from Warren Pereira, and Sanju Thapa will be a relieved man that that ball lands up in his safe arms. But the first bit of danger from FC Goa, and Sanju Thapa doing well initially when the ball fell to Velroy, who tried to slot it into the goal, but Warren Pereira right there on the line to thwart the danger. This is Ivan Costa moving forward. This is Papuya, plays it long, tries to release Sereno Fernandez, but doesn't quite get it. This is Velroy. Beautiful skill from Velroy. This is Joybert. Does well to keep it in control. This is Joybert up against Selvel. This is good feed from Joybert on his left foot. Ivan Costa. Papuya to Brian. Couple. This is Christy Davis. Velroy again. He's had a good start to this game. He's been everywhere in that attacking third, playing as a withdrawal forward today, Velroy Fernandez. Papuya. Moving forward, Joybert. This is Sereno. This is Joybert, but Kuldeep covering up some good ground there. Leaving the ball out. Cannot get that ball through to Joybert. It's going to be Kuldeep to take this goal kick. Matthew Colasso. He'll almost be like a lone ranger up front today for Vasco Sports Club. Long ball played forward by Kuldeep. Warren's clearance. Karan Shirotkar. This is Ritik Tiwari. Papuya. Papuya plays it forward. Headed on by Bryson. Joachim up front. Denil's ball forward. And Matthew Colasso is in an offside position. From the looks of it, Ritik Tiwari is set to have a comfortable afternoon. But he has to be careful on that odd counter-attack coming in from Vasco Sports Club. Because we know that Vasco Sports Club have that quality to hit them on the counter-attack, especially with the likes of Francis Fernandez. Joachim Denil can pull off almost anything at any point of time, and we know Selvel also has that long range effort in him, and what a thunderous shot he has in him. Warren plays Savlon, but he cannot keep it in control. Sereno plays it back to Papuya. Ivan. He's given it away. Now this is Joachim Branches. He doesn't have the pace yet, but what a shot that was! And you can see what I was mentioning about Joachim Branches. He's lost a few yards, but he hasn't lost this ability of taking snapshots, and what a take that was. Has that hit the frame of the goal or the back of the goal? Because what a shot that was. That was hit with some power in it from Joachim Branches. This is Brian Faria. Papuya plays it forward. Joybert heads it Christy Davis. Joachim Branches. Karan Shirotkar. Selvel. Selvel gives it away. This is Delton Colasso moving from right to left. This is Sereno. It's a very compact Vasco Sports Club team today. Not much gap, but they have to maintain that on a consistent level. This is Karan Shirotkar putting in a very good tackle. Denil with a soft touch on that. The clearance coming in eventually. This is an FC Goa throw in again. Bryson. Denil. Couple does well. He's marching forward with the ball, but doesn't quite find the pass to Velroy Fernandez. Karan's ball forward. This is Velroy Fernandez. Can't quite find the pass there. Joachim up branches. FC Goa possession yet again. This is Papuia. Ivan Costa. Brian Faria. Ivan. Brian. This is Ritik Tiwari. Papuia plays it forward. Delton tries to play that fancy ball, but Warren was there, but somehow the ball has fallen to Sereno, and this is space ahead for FC Goa. A poor effort in the end from Christy Davis. That was a good opportunity to take advantage of that counter-attack, as Vasco had pushed men forward. This is Joybot. Bryson. Velroy Fernandez. Couple's ball in. Savlon back there defending. He heads it out for a throw-in. This is Papuia. Plays it forward. This is Brian Faria. He looks for the run of Sereno Fernandez, but ends up in no man's land, and straight away not a happy man there, Degi Cardozo, with that effort from Brian Faria, and he apologizes to his teammates. And it's a goal kick for Vasco Sports Club. Kuldeep to take this. This is Delton. Joybot cannot get it back to Delton. This is Savlon Fernandez. It's a good turn from Savlon, but powered out off the ball from Sereno. This is Ivan Costa. This is Papuia. He has his task cut out today also, Savlon Fernandez. He's got a very, very strong and upcoming left back ahead of him in Sereno Fernandez. This is Ivan Costa. Headed on by Warren. Cannot get that in control. Savlon. This is Papuia who leaves it out, and it's a FC Goa throw-in. Sereno plays it back to Papuia. Papuia's long ball forward. It's been headed by Couple, but it's Sanwell jumping up for the header, and this is Matthew Colasso. What a tackle in that is! But for a moment it had opened up for Vasco, and that is the threat that they possess, and Ritik Tiwari, called into action for the first time, confidently gathers that up, rolls it to Christy Davis, sets out on the counter-attack. Christy Davis, and this is Delton Colasso on the left hand side, plays to Christy again, but Christy cannot find Delton back. Warren doing well in that occasion. This is Francis Fernandez. Sanville tries to find Savlon Fernandez, but well dealt with by Papuia to Ritik Tiwari. This is Ivan. Ivan Costa. Ivan's given it straight to Warren. Savlon. Francis tries to play it forward, but not quite getting there from Matthew Colasso. We've not seen that final pass coming in from FC Goa today. The quality has been missing in that attacking third, and we've seen that problem at times from FC Goa. And there you see again that ball was meant for somebody else and it ends up somewhere else. This is Daniel Rebello. Selvel. Francis Fernandez. Savlon. Delton. Joybird cannot get that in control. This is Brian Faria. Couple. Bryson again. Good skill from Bryson to get past Daniel. He's left him for dead. But Delton Colasso is in an offside position, but great skill there again from Bryson Fernandez. Absolutely leaving Daniel Rebello for dead over there. All Daniel could do is put his head down and admire the quality of Bryson Fernandez. This is Kuldeep Kumar. Kuldeep's long ball forward. This is Papuya. Ritik Tiwari. Brian Faria. Christie plays it back to Kapil Hoble. This is Christie again. Brian. Papuya. Brian again. Brian goes long, looking for Delton. Now with the shot, not quite on target. An ambitious effort in the end from Delton Colasso, but not bearing any fruit on that occasion. Not troubling Sanju Thapa. This is Kuldeep. Plays it long. The header comes in from Sereno. Savlon. And Sereno going up, but Ivan Costa playing it back to Sereno. This is Bryson. Just drops his shoulder. Easily skips past the challenge of the on-rushing Matthew Colasso and just buys himself some time and space. Bryson, what a beautiful player to watch. This is Velroy Fernandez being chased down by Selvel, and Velroy plays it back to Ritik Tiwari, and you can see that Vasco are not really pressing all the way up. They're waiting patiently. They're holding and allowing FC Goa to come forward, and they're forcing them to go long. They're cramping the space in the middle. Sereno Fernandez plays it back. This is Papuya. Bryson's ball forward, but headed on by Kuldeep. Warren doesn't quite get that header. Warren. This is Joybird, but Neville Alexander with the clearance. Not happy with himself because he expected a better clearance there from himself. Sereno. Papuya. FC Goa win the foul from Selvel Goa. It's a very compact and organized Vasco Sports Club team which has been put out there by Mickey Fernandez. So far so good for Mickey's men. They'll be looking to continue more of the same and be looking for that counter attack and looking for those odd mistakes from FC Goa, and they are susceptible to that, FC Goa, as the ball comes in. Warren with the clearance. This is Mapusa. Ball comes forward and Warren will be chasing it. He keeps that in, plays it to Selvel Fernandez, does well. Selvel, but gives it away. This is Sereno again. Down the left hand side, Christie plays in Sereno, but he gives up on that. And you can understand why he's given up on that, because it's a corner kick for FC Goa. This is Bryson Fernandez who's going to take this corner kick for FC Goa. Takes it short. Joybert to Bryson. Bryson hits it too long in the end. Not a great effort from a man of his quality. This is going to be Sanju Thapa. Kuldeep takes the goal kick instead of Sanju. Joybert heads it on. Can't quite keep it in. Velroy Fernandez. Warren has a big job on his hands because he's got the likes of Sereno Fernandez on his side, and he will have to man that wing, because we know what Sereno Fernandez likes to do. He likes to get behind those defenders on those overlapping runs, and we've seen him already score twice from the exact same positions, and numerous times that he's gotten behind that defense. This is Selvel Fernandez. Daniel Ribello. Neville's clearance. Selvel brings it down well. This is Francis Fernandez. Selvel with some space to work with. What can Selvel do here? Savlon's ball in is not a bad one, but no one up front there really threatening and attacking that ball for Vasco, but decent attack from Vasco yet again. Good pressing from Warren. This is Matthew Colasso. Selvel. Warren. Selvel. This is Selvel Goa. The block comes in from Brian Faria. Wonder if he should have taken that on his left foot, Selvel, as this ball comes in from Neville Alexander, which is a disappointing one. A promising attack from Vasco ends with that long ball from Neville, which lands up in the safe hands of Ritik Tiwari. And this is Mapusa. Christy Davis. Mapusa. Brian Faria. Mapusa's long ball forward. This is Sereno Fernandez. Sereno has gotten through, and what did he do in the end? I think he was caught in two minds, whether to play it back to Joybert or take that shot on to beat Sanju Thapa. In the end, it just is a feeble effort in the end, but again, there is the danger. Sereno Fernandez just loves to run behind the defense, and here's a chance. This is Joybert, and he's in an offside position. We'll see this offside once more. So very close one. The referee almost touch and go in that situation. Kuldeep plays it square. This is Karan Shirodkar. Karan's long ball forward, tries to find Savlon, but Papuya deals with it very calmly, heads it back to Ritik Tiwari. This is Papuya. Papuya's ball forward. Christy Davis's header. Karan Shirodkar coming in, meeting the ball. Christy heads it again. This is Selvel. Kuldeep Kumar. Warren. Savlon. But cleared up front. This is Velroy. Warren has fallen over. This is Sereno Fernandez. Savlon giving chase. The cross comes in and very well collected there by Sanju Thapa, plucking it out of thin air. He's put it forward, looking to clear it forward, but Ritik Tiwari very awkwardly collecting that. This is Velroy. His encouraging start has been stalled somewhat, Velroy Fernandez. And a good start to the game. This is Joybert. Joybert Almeida, and a free kick has been conceded by Vasco Sports Club in a very dangerous position, and it is Kuldeep Kumar who's given away this free kick. What can FC Goa conjure from here? I think we'll get back to this free kick after this hydration break given by the referee. But we'll come back after the cooling break to a very good chance for FC Goa. And Mickey Fernandez will be happy with what he's seen so far, but he will be asking for more from his players. Matthew Colasso is just instructing Matthew Colasso to make that movement up front, put those defenders under pressure. But it's been a much more organized performance from Mickey's men. However, it is still goalless here at the Duler Stadium, with neither team really troubling the other goalkeeper, except that one which was cleared off the line by Warren Pereira of Velroy Fernandez. And we'll come back to a free kick in a very dangerous position, which could see FC Goa test the likes of Sanju Thapa. Sunil just instructing the FC Goa players that it's on his whistle that they should be taking this free kick. Interestingly, this is Sereno Fernandez and Papuya standing over the ball. We know that Papuya has a brilliant right foot and he has good distribution skills, but can he get it up and over for Sanju Thapa to get tested? Or can Sereno Fernandez curl it around this wall? It's a 6-man wall set up by Vasco. This is Papuya straight into the wall. This is Bryson Fernandez and danger averted for Vasco Sports Club. It's not easy to get it up and over in that situation, as we see this Puya free kick. You cannot give that a handball. That is too close to the body to give a handball on that. Good decision from Sunil Lanotkar. The long kick from Kuldeep. Warren clears it up. It's going to be another FC Goa throw-in. This is Sereno Papuya. Ritik Tiwari. Ritik's long ball forward is well sought out, spread out to Kapil Hoble. He's left it behind for Joachim of Branches. This is Joachim, leaves it for Denil. This is Sanville who wins the free kick. Delton conceding the free kick there. Neville plays it square to Warren. Neville's long ball forward. This is Joachim of Branches, takes it in his stride up against Kapil. Joachim's ball in. It's not a bad one. Savlon Fernandez couldn't quite connect it. Ritik Tiwari collects it easily. This is Christie down the left hand side. Every time there is an attack for Vasco Sports Club, they look to release themselves very quickly up front, FC Goa, because they know that that is their chance to get some space in that organized setup of Vasco Sports Club. This is Delton. Is inside the box. Kuldeep. Warren does well up against Joybot, but his clearance has fallen straight to Ivan. This is Denil. Kapil retrieves possession for FC Goa. Brian Faria, Velroy moving forward, not winning the foul there. Neville's clearance, but again straight to Papuya, who chests it up. This is Francis Fernandez, cannot keep it in control, but he wins it off Papuya. Savlon gives it away, but wins the throw-in. You can see and you can hear Degi Cardozo losing his voice in the technical area because he expects more from his team. This is Warren. Papuya. Christie. Bryson. Couple. Long ball forward. Headed on by Kuldeep. Velroy Fernandez puts it up straight. Delton Colasso down the right wing is a good ball in. This is a chance. Joybert! What a save that is from Sanju Thapa. An absolutely brilliant save. The cross from Delton, not very well dealt by Sanju Thapa, but he gets it off. Then Sereno Fernandez with the shot. What a save that is from Sanju Thapa. He's kept his side from conceding in the 38th minute, but he's given away a corner he has to deal with. Ball comes in and Papuya with the header. He should have kept it on target. Just off target on that occasion. A great save there from Sanju Thapa. Keeps the scoreline goalless. This is Kuldeep Kumar. Matthew Colasso has been stripped off the ball, to Mickey Fernandez's frustration on the sidelines. This is Bryson, does well. Papuya's ball forward. Ivan Costa cannot keep it in. Warren takes it. This is Francis Fernandez. Selvel. Karan Shirodkar puts it up, but wins the header there. Papuya. Kuldeep comes out and clears it. This is Velroy Fernandez. Good skill again from Velroy. The sliding challenge comes in from Neville Alexander, and Daniel wins the free kick and bides some time for his teammates. A free kick for Vasco to be taken by Selvel. Selvel puts it forward. Can't keep it in control. Joachim Branches. He's had a very different role today, Joachim Branches, the captain. Vasco Sports Club missing the likes of Anil Gaukar today from the team. He was injured in the last match and he's not been included in the team today. And he's been one of the bright spots for Vasco Sports Club in this year's league, in what was a very, very bright start to their campaign. Vasco Sports Club couldn't keep up with the momentum that they gathered by beating the likes of Churchill Brothers. But what has happened there, because Karan Shirodkar has just lashed out at Delton Colasso's shin, and he receives a yellow card, and he has no complaints in that regard. Delton Colasso is getting the ball off quickly, and Karan Shirodkar gets the yellow card from Sunil Lanotkar. A free kick in a dangerous position. It is Sereno Fernandez standing over the ball. Sereno Fernandez calls it in. Kapil Hoble was rising there, but I think it's his flick on which has gone out. Just a little over his head as he tries to get over the ball. Not quite there for him. This is Kuldeep. Kuldeep's ball forward, headed on. Keeps it in Savlon, but look at that from Sereno. Savlon gets it eventually. This is Matthew Colasso. It's opened up for him. Matthew Colasso! And he shortened the angle for himself. Probably should have driven it a little bit more. And there is the threat I keep talking about on the counter attack. Probably should have driven in there. He had enough space to work with inside, but he chooses to go forward, and Ritik Tiwari makes the save, gives away the corner. This is Daniel Rebello. Daniel floats it in. He puts it out nicely, but Karan Shrotkar not meeting it, not comprehensively cleared by FC Goa, but Brian Faria fouled there by Matthew Colasso. But what a great chance for Vasco Sports Club. Mickey Fernandez will not be happy with Matthew Colasso in that occasion, because he should have probably done better. What a chance that was. This is Ritik Tiwari now. Ritik's ball forward. Joachim's header on. Doesn't find anyone in the middle. This is Savlon. Denel's ball forward, not quite finding a player. It's going to be Papuya who keeps it in for FC Goa. This is Brian Faria. Papuya. Brian's long ball. The header from Kapil looking for Delton Colasso, but not quite finding it. And this is Joachim, who's given it straight back to Velroy, as the assistant referee shows 3 minutes of additional time. Sereno, Bryson, Christy Davis, Kapil, Christy on the ball. This is Ivan Costa. Bryson trying to play some intricate passing. This is Bryson Fernandez. Again a little overcooked from Bryson Fernandez, and you can see he's not happy with himself, because that's not the first time that he's done it. It's been coming from him, but he's overcooked that crossing, that final ball each and every time. And to the relief of Mickey Fernandez, that ball doesn't fall to an FC Goa player. This is Kuldeep Kumar, and he takes the goal kick long. This is Christy Davis. Papuya hooks it up forward. But this is the problem that we've seen with FC Goa, that when they do not find that penetration up forward, they play those long balls from the back more in hope than anything else that it will find a player. But again a foul given by Vasco Sports Club, as the referee faces the wrath of Vasco players, as Selvel does meet the ball there. He did meet the ball there first, but the referee Sunil Nanotkar has given a foul and a free kick FC Goa's way. Handling it all with a smile, Sunil Nanotkar. Not happy with the decision there, Vasco Sports Club, in that occasion. However, they have to deal with the danger. This is Sereno. Puts the ball into the box. The header comes in. Acrobatic clearance from Selvel. This is Sereno. Good turn away from Francis. Velroy. This is Joachim of Branches. Selvel plays it forward, and Brian intercepting that pass. This is Choibert with a heavy touch. He does well. This is Ivan Costa. This is the last attack. The Ivan Costa shot deflects off. This is Choibert. The ball comes in, and it is a corner kick, and that has gone FC Goa's way. Towards the end of this first half, can FC Goa take advantage of this corner and take the lead in this match going into half time? Because what a time it would be to score. Ivan's ball forward. And the halftime whistle has been blown by Sunil Nanodkar as shouts of handball from the FC Goa players has been waved off. No controversy as per se, but FC Goa putting Vasco Sports Club under some kind of pressure towards the end of that first half as both players head back to the dugout. As the halftime score, it is goalless between Vasco Sports Club and FC Goa. Welcome back for the second half, and Sunil Nalotkar will get us underway for the second half as we just wait for the players to walk into the field and take their positions, as it's been an interesting first half where both teams really battling it out but not really testing it to their limits. But FC Goa did have that odd opportunity which Warren Pereira cleared off the line, and Matthew Colasso had that chance on the other end but failed to take full advantage of it, with Ritik Tiwari coming off with that save. As both teams have nothing to lose, and at times we do expect them not to have that intensity which a match would have when you have everything to gain or lose. And FC Goa gets us underway for the second half. This is Brian Faria, plays it long. Christie's flick on, but Neville heads it on. This is Savlon's header, being chased down by Matthew Colasso, but it's played back to Ritik Tiwari again. This is Brian Faria. Brian moving forward with the ball. Brian's long ball towards the right hand side. Couple gets it under control, but not quite keeping it in play as Karan Shirodkar hits it off him and wins the throw-in. Karan instructed to take the throw-in from a little behind. As Karan takes the throw, this is Joachim Branches, who comfortably rests it down to Denil. This is Selvel Denil again. Warren Pereira. Warren's ball forward is not a good one at all, as this goes out for a throw-in. This is Sereno Fernandez. Bryson. Brian again. I don't expect much change in this second half the way things went in the first half, with FC Goa having the lion's share of possession and Vasco Sports Club cramping up space in the middle for FC Goa and hitting them on the counter-attack and trying to create that odd chance for themselves. Long ball forward. This is Delton, who cannot keep it in. Warren's had a good outing in that right back position. We've not seen him going forward much on those overlapping runs, especially because the likes of Sereno Fernandez can absolutely murder you if there is any space left behind in that right back position. This is Joachim Branches. Denil. Neville Alexander plays it long. It's come off Papuya's head, but Matthew Colasso in chase, but not quite getting there. Matthew Colasso, as Matthew Colasso was in an offside position, as the referee didn't quite see that call from the assistant referee, and it has been pulled back to take the free kick for an offside on Matthew Colasso. This is Brian Faria. Kuldeep's header. Sanville in a battle with Joybot gives away the free kick. Fighting for the ball there with Sanville with Joybot. And it's gonna be Bryson who's gonna be standing over this ball. Bryson, this is Velroy. Bryson again being pressed by Francis Fernandez. Bryson makes some space for himself, shifts it wide, but just offside there, Kapil Hoble. I think that flick on in the end from Christy Davis, which yes, has led to that offside. It's going to be Kuldeep who's going to take this free kick. Long ball played forward, flicked on by Francis Fernandez, Serenio Fernandez. Papuia hurried on to that clearance. Karan Shirotkar with the header. This is Brian. Joachim almost wins that back for Vasco. Vasco have done their homework well. They know that FC Goa like to play it out from the back, and they have given the ball away previously, as that is a free kick given away by Kuldeep Kumar, and he's given a yellow card by Sunil Nanotkar. We'll see it on the replay once again that he was beaten for pace on that occasion. Christy Davis just putting the ball past Kuldeep there, and Kuldeep getting the yellow card for that lunging tackle on Christy Davis. No complaints this time from Kuldeep. This is a free kick in a dangerous position. Can Sanju Thapa be tested here? This is Delton. Christy Delton again. This is beautifully walked out by FC Goa. The ball comes in. It evaded Sanju's hands, but it was well defended in the end by Vasco Sports Club. But what a beautifully walked out free kick that is. That is straight from the training ground. We'll try and see that free kick again when we have the opportunity, if the ball goes out of play. But what a well worked out free kick that is from FC Goa. As this ball goes out, we'll look at this again. Christy Davis plays Delton, has no idea. This is bamboozled Vasco Sports Club completely, as Brian Faria tries to get ahead of Kuldeep, but Kuldeep does well on that occasion. But absolutely brilliant to watch that football from Degi Cardozo's boys. They ran rings around that static wall of Vasco Sports Club on that set piece, as we watched in awe. But thankfully for Vasco, Kuldeep was there with that headed clearance as this ball comes forward, again trying to penetrate that defensive half of Vasco. This is Daniel Ribello. He's got the better of Papuia there. This is Daniel Ribello, puts it out wide. This is Savlon Fernandez. He's given it away. What a poor effort in the end. Brian Faria puts it forward. Delton Colasso, but Sanville wins it back and wins the free kick. The game is opening up. It's getting heated up right now. And Delton with the foul on Sanville de Costa. Neville Alexander will be the one to take this free kick. And it has come off Kuldeep's head, and it is a goal kick for Ritik Tiwari. This is Brian Faria. Kapil Hoble. Kapil moving up with the ball. Plays it back to Brian. Patient build up now again from FC Goa. This is Brian. Brian moving forward. spreads it out beautifully to Velroy. Velroy tries to find Kapil on that searching ball forward, but not quite finding it on that occasion. Neville with the clearance. This is Kapil again. Velroy Fernandez. Velroy does well. This is Velroy, but Sanju Thapa comes out and takes it up. It's been a very assured performance from the experienced goalie Sanju Thapa. Matthew Colasso trying to get the better of Brian Faria, but not getting it on that occasion. This is Matthew Colasso again up against Sereno Fernandez, and he gives away the free kick. Sereno, it's quite rightly given a free kick that sits too tight on the player, and once you're coming from the back, the player always has the advantage, and you can see why the free kick has been given. FC Goa have to deal with this free kick on the right hand side for Vasco, which is going to be taken by Daniel Rebello. Can they upset the odds? Can they get this goal? Daniel Rebello floats it in. Not a bad ball, but straight into the hands of Ritik Tiwari, who collects it beautifully. Confidently as well. Neville gets it down. This is Selvel. Daniel again. Cuts back in, cuts back right. Tries to cross it in. That deflects off Sereno. Well done by Sereno Fernandez. This is Selvel with the sliding challenge in. Papuya heads it, and it will be a throw in again from Vasco. Extended spell of pressure from Vasco Sports Club. They've been very intelligent in the way they've gone about things today, Vasco, and they continue to do so. They are applying and using their minds to perfection today. They're choosing the right time to press and not to press. Kuldeep's throwing in, and it will be in the hands of Ritik Tiwari, who again immediately spreads it out to Delton Colasso. And this is going to be Joybot Almeida, who's going to be taken off by Degi Cardozo. And it's Wasim Menamdar who's coming on for FC Goa in a hope to change things up with some pace and skill up front by Degi Cardozo. It's a completely different dimension that Wasim Menamdar brings to this FC Goa attack, and Vasco have to be careful about the way they go about things right now, because Wasim Menamdar is a tricky customer, and we see that Wasim, Ivan, Delton keep changing and interchanging their positions, and it's not very easy to mark them up front. This is Papuya. He gives it away. Francis has released Matthew Colasso once again. This is Matthew Colasso with the shot. Once again in the hands of Ritik Tiwari. Spreads it out once again. This is Kapil Hoble. Wasim Menamdar for the first time in this match. He's dribbling his way past and wins the throw. Kapil will look to take this quickly. Velroy. Still driving in Velroy, not quite finding that Kuldeep with the clearance. Papuya brings that down beautifully. Brian to Papuya again. Bryson. Not quite finding his range today, Bryson Fernandez. And you can see him apologizing to his coach Degi Cardozo and his teammates. The distribution has not been of Bryson's quality today. Kuldeep takes it long. Selvel's long ball forward. This is Brian. Delton puts it forward. This is Sereno going on his marauding run forward, and he wins the free kick as Kuldeep Kumar gives away another free kick on the edge of the box. Quite rightly so, as Kuldeep gives away another free kick. What does FC Goa have in store for us now? This Delton, who looks like who's going to take it. Can he change the score lines? Can he change the goalless score line here? Can he trouble the goal scoring chances? He plays it to Delton. Again a well worked out free kick, as Delton this time gives away the free kick. This time Vasco were ready for this shot. Well worked out free kick, as Wasim Inamdar will have to back up, as Neville Alexander will take this free kick. It's gone out, as strangely both FC Goa players had left the ball. Warren will take this throw in. As a substitution has been made and Savlon Fernandez has been taken off. It is Desmond Gama who's come on for Savlon Fernandez. What has happened there? As Mickey Fernandez has rushed all the way to Degi Cardozo's side. There's anger between the coaching staff. What has happened on that occasion there? The coaching staff getting involved on that occasion. It'll be interesting to see what happened in that replay, as Mickey Fernandez has completely lost it. As Degi Cardozo, it's not with his Degi Cardozo that he's had a problem with. He's had a problem with the goalkeeping coach, and he's still having a go at the goalkeeping coach of FC Goa. And you can see the physio of Maria trying to calm down Mickey Fernandez. There's something which has happened which has angered Mickey Fernandez, and Mickey Fernandez gets the red card from Sunil Lanotkar, and he's having a word with Sunil Lanotkar. Not very happy with that. Mickey Fernandez, he accepts the decision, but he's still angry with what happened there. We'll see what happened there. There is absolutely nothing wrong that Warren Pereira did there. It is probably the FC Goa coach which kind of angered and triggered that fight. And to be very honest with you, that is not Warren Pereira's fault. As Mickey Fernandez gets the red card, he accepts the red card with a lot of grace, but what he's not happy with is how can the FC Goa goalkeeping coach do that on that occasion to one of his players, as Warren was looking to take that throw in quickly. And once more we see a repeat of yesterday's problems, but in very different context, and we'll definitely have a game ahead of us today. Kuldeep Kumar is being calmed down. Mickey Fernandez is still having a go at him, and he's not happy at all with what he's seen there. And there you see Mickey Fernandez just being tried to calm down by the reserve bench players. And there's still a lot of confusion happening as the play resumes. And we've had another red card, but this time to the coach of Vasco Sports Club, Mickey Fernandez. But this is a chance, and believe it or not, FC Goa have scored through Delton Colasso, who's absolutely bundled the ball home. He's volleyed it straight past Sanju Thapa. But look at this, straight from the restart. This is adding salt to injury. Delton Colasso leaving no chance to Sanju Thapa. What a thunderous volley that is from Delton Colasso. Tell me which goalkeeper in the world would save that goal from Delton Colasso. He connected it in the sweetest part of his foot. It is FC Goa 1, Vasco Sports Club 0. I was just about to say how Vasco Sports Club must keep their calm right now, and before they could regain their composure. And this is a chance, and it is 1-1! What a chance! What a game! This is turning out to be a sensational match. In what was looking a very drab encounter, has absolutely turned out to be an unbelievable encounter, triggered by that red card of Mickey Fernandez. Out of nowhere, Vasco Sports Club have equalized against FC Goa within a minute of Delton Colasso scoring that goal. And you can hear the jubilation in the crowd, because just moments back Delton Colasso was having his fingers to the lips, trying to shut the Vasco players and the coaching staff up, and in the very next moment, what happens? Matthew Colasso shuts the FC Goa players and the staff up. It definitely gives both the teams something to ride on right now, and both teams can calm things down right now. It is 1-1 and it is 68 minutes played on the clock. It only requires a very small incident to spark things up, and it has sparked up a lot of intensity. This is Velroy Fernandez. Joachim gives away the free kick again. Matthew Colasso finally getting Vasco Sports Club back on track, but that was a very, very poor clearance under the circumstances from Papuya, who completely missed that ball on that occasion, which allowed Matthew Colasso to finish it with aplomb. This is Papuya. Christy Davis. Kuldeep Kumar gets there ahead, and it comes off Wasim Inamdar, and there's going to be a substitution being made, and it is Papuya who's almost punished for that mistake, and it is Dishank Konkalikar who comes on for FC Goa. This is Kuldeep Kumar taking this long goal kick. This is Desmond Gama. Ritik Tiwari goes long. Ritik, Kapil with the header. This is Wasim Inamdar. Neville does well, and it's a throw-in. This is Kapil. Vasco shouldn't, as this ball comes in. This is a chance. Christy Davis cannot gather that ball before he could take the shot, as Delton Colasso takes the shot and he gives away the foul. Vasco on that throw-in, they were more concerned arguing with the referee yet again. They have to be careful and they have to get on with the game. They cannot keep on arguing with the referee, and they have to keep their eyes on the ball and quickly organize themselves at the back. But they were busy arguing with the referee, thinking that they should have caught in a foul throw on that occasion. This is Kuldeep Kumar. Kuldeep to take it long. Headed on by Sereno. Bryson's header, and he's won the foul. Late on that, Selvel de Costa. Sereno Fernandez. Long ball forward, headed on by Joachim. He's had a very different role today, Joachim Abranches, but this has opened up. This is Daniel Rebello. Ritik Tiwari comes out and collects it, and Matthew Colasso has bundled into Ritik Tiwari, and both players have clashed with each other as Matthew Colasso tries to avoid it, but not being able to stop himself, as Ritik Tiwari has gone into Matthew Colasso. As the physios from both ends have been called into action. Matthew Colasso with that equalizer within 1 minute, within seconds of the restart, after that goal from Delton Colasso. It has suddenly sparked a warfare in the middle of the Duler Stadium. As Matthew Colasso gets a yellow card from Sunil Nalotkar. He's had quite a few opportunities, but in the end a mistake from Papuya, and that has really been the story of FC Goa's campaign, with mistakes at the back having allowed the opponents to score and get back into the match. We've seen that even against Churchill Brothers, where Aftal Varikodan stripped the ball off Lalrem Ruata and scoring past Dylan De Silva. However, this game is still not over. This is Christy Davis trying to look for Dishank, not quite finding his range, and it goes out for a goal kick. This is Kuldeep Kumar. Kuldeep's long ball put up by Kapil Hoble. This is Selvel. Selvel not happy with his distribution over there, as another throw-in given by the Vasco players, as the referee ushers the players back towards the dugout, as it is Vasco Sports Club 1 and FC Goa 1 heading into the last quarter of this game. It is poised very evenly right now, and it will be interesting to see how this last quarter goes, because there has been a fire sparked by a fight between the coaching teams of both teams, not the players as per se. As the players head back out, and FC Goa will be looking to get back to winning ways. This is right after that incident happened between Mickey Fernandez and the goalkeeping coach of FC Goa, Delton Colasso. Couldn't have connected that better. This ball comes in from Kapil Hoble, the header from Kuldeep, and on that, before falling on the ground, Delton Colasso just calming things down. But right then, in the next moment, Karan Shirodkar plays it Daniel Ribello, and then Papuya completely missing it, and Matthew Colasso making no mistake in slotting that past Ritik Tiwari. Absolutely cruel this game of football can be, can't it? What a turnaround of events. Desmond Gama wins the throw-in. This is a chance. Matthew Colasso puts the ball in. It's slightly overcooked, but Joachim Branches will keep it in play. Joachim Branches puts the ball in. It's not a bad one. There's some miscommunication between Daniel Ribello and Matthew Colasso. It was a good cross from Joachim. This is Brian Faria. Brian almost giving the ball away. This is Kapil Hoble who doesn't keep it in. This is Karan Shirodkar. It's a poor throw in the end from Karan. There's another throw-in has been allowed. There's a retake because the ball was out. Francis plays it in, but it's gone straight to Christy Davis. Poor ball from Francis Fernandez. And the ball from Christie doesn't quite find the range, and you can see taunting cheers from the Vasco supporters right now. This is Warren who sparked that angry incident. Again given away. Matthew Colasso cannot quite Francis Fernandez. This is Kapil. Brian Faria. Brian's ball forward. This is Sereno Fernandez. Delton. Sereno again. And the ball forward has been headed out for a FC Goa throw-in. This is Tishank, who's come in place of Papuya. He's given it away. This is Selvel. Selvel's ball forward. This is Sereno Fernandez. Velroy. I wonder what's happened there. It's been given as a free kick for Vasco Sports Club. I don't quite understand what's exactly happened there, but it's been a free kick for Vasco Sports Club. This is Joachim Branches with a brilliant ball. This is Matthew Colasso, just not getting there, not having the legs to get there rather, because that was a beautiful ball played by Joachim Branches. This is Ivan Costa. Sereno. Dishank. Fouled by Desmond Gama. Dishank Gunkalikar. Fouled by Desmond Gama. This is Sereno Fernandez. Puts it forward, headed on by Bryson, who's not been in his elements today. This is Bryson again. Kuldeep. Velroy. This is Bryson, brilliant tackle in by Warren Pereira. Dishank throws it back. Ivan Costa's ball in, slightly overcooked, but straight into the hands of Sanju Thapa, who dropped it. What a strange gathering that was from Sanju Thapa. He tried to bounce it and collect it. Could have been one of the most funniest goals that you'll ever see. Look at this, he tries to bounce it and it almost puts it into his own goal, thankfully for Karan Shirodkar, who was there. This is Dishank. Headed on. Christy Davis gives away the foul on Neville Alexander. Some breathing space for Vasco now, as Sheldon Pereira comes on in place of Joachim Branches. And the captain has had a very different role today, and it's not the worst job that he's done today. He's done a decent job. He's put in some good crosses in, some good balls in. He's defended well. He's worked hard today, Joachim Branches. But it is Sheldon Pereira who has 8 minutes to complete the job for Vasco Sports Club. This is Kapil. Delton does well to keep that in, and he's driving forward. Delton Colasso. It is still Delton. Plays it forward. He tries to call it in. Bryson not quite getting it. This is Dishank. The ball comes in and it will go out for a goal kick yet again. And Karan Shirodkar stayed on the ground. As the physio comes forward to give some medical attention to Karan Shirodkar. It's going to be a goal kick, which is again going to be taken by Kuldeep Kumar. As you can see, a lackluster Bryson Fernandez has been brought off, and Lalrem Ruata has been introduced by Degi Cardozo. And Selvel will give away that free kick on Ivan Costa. And Sunil Nalotkar just pointing out to Selvel why he's getting that yellow card, because that's the third foul that he's done in quick succession. And the trailing leg just catching Ivan Costa there. But he's been a warrior today in the middle of the park, and this time Brian Faria gets the yellow card. It's almost going like a tit for tat game right now. If you get the yellow card, I'll get the yellow card too. If you score a goal, I'll score a goal too. It's what's going on between FC Goa and Vasco right now. This ball comes in. It's been headed on, but can't quite get that Sheldon Pereira in his stride. This is Couple. And Karan Shirodkar does just enough on that occasion. Karan's ball forward. This is Sheldon. And Couple gives away another throw-in. Karan's long ball. This is Matthew Colasso in close control, doing well to retain possession. Selvel's ball forward. Ritik Tiwari with the clearance that was dangerous. Ritik Tiwari with the clearance. It did come off Daniel Rebello's back, but luckily for Ritik Tiwari it didn't. Deflected into his own goal, as Ritik with the clearance doesn't get enough elevation, and he was looking on in despair. He turned his face towards the goal to look where the ball was heading, and luckily for him it wasn't quite towards the goal. Daniel has stayed on the ground, and she's been a busy woman in the past few minutes, as he's been going from one end to the other, as Daniel Rebello is on the ground now. Ritik will start proceedings again with the goal kick. This is Sereno. Sereno Fernandez moving forward. Everyone back for Vasco Sports Club. This is Ivan Costa chesting it down. This is Velroy as well. Not a foul given. It's been cleared on by Vasco Sports Club. This is Sereno. Wasim Inamdar cannot quite get his way through. The long clearance again comes in from Neville Alexander. Or rather, that was Karan Shirodkar with the long clearance. He's had a good game really, Karan Shirodkar, covering up in that defense. This is Lalrem Ruata. Ruata looking for options, not quite getting it. This is Sereno. Headed on by Kuldeep, and he wins the free kick. This is Kuldeep Kumar. He's gonna try and hook it up as long as he can. Ball played forward. Kuldeep with the clearance again. Selvel with the header. This is Matthew Colasso. Spreads it out wide to Sheldon Pereira. Sheldon does well. This is Francis Fernandez. Karan with a poor ball there. Karan. Vasco have to get back into shape quickly. This is Wasim Inamdar, does well to go past Warren. This is still Warren shadowing Wasim, who's spread out the ball to Delton Colasso. This is Couple. Does well there, Couple, to get past Karan, and the ball comes in. This is a good one, and an offside flag raised on Wasim Inamdar, but Sanju Thapa had come out and collected the ball easily though. But I beg your pardon, that was not an offside. That is a wrong call by the referee, but nevertheless not too much to debate on that, as Sanju Thapa had already come out and collected it. But a poor decision from the referee to give that offside on Wasim Inamdar. This is Christy Davis. Selvel. He gets the throw in. The long ball again. Clearance by Kapil. This is Matthew Colasso trying to get up for the header, as we see 6 minutes of additional time shown by the assistant referee, as Vasco Sports Club win another throw in. There you see the goal scorer for FC Goa, Delton Colasso, who absolutely thought that his thunderous volley would be the winner, but only for a minute. But this is a chance. Francis Fernandez plays it back. What a goal that is! Daniel Rebello has scored the second goal for Vasco in the 91st minute. And look at what it means to these men in white. And you can see them pointing at Mickey Fernandez that they are doing it for them. But what a turnaround this has been. What a move this was. Matthew Colasso again. What a pullback that is from Francis Fernandez. And Daniel Rebello, who's worked so hard today. And Matthew Colasso spreading it through for Francis Fernandez, who pulls it back absolutely brilliantly. What a goal this is. What a well worked out move this is by Vasco Sports Club. Daniel Rebello powers that grounder home, and it is Vasco Sports Club 2, FC Goa 1. We have a very, very interesting last 4 minutes on our hands. What a turnaround this has been. And this is up again. Matthew Colasso, who's been marauding down the left wing, right wing positions, and he wins the throw in again, as he buys some valuable time for his teammates. I would absolutely love to see Mickey Fernandez's reaction during that goal or after this match, because it'll almost be like redemption. There you see Mickey Fernandez. He must be beaming inside right now, but the game is still not over for him. But if they manage to hold on to this, I would love to capture the reaction of Mickey Fernandez. Sheldon Pereira plays it back to Karan Shirotkar. This is Daniel Rebello. What a ball that is from Daniel. Francis Fernandez! What an effort! And that is the third goal! Or is it? Oh no, that is the offside flag on Matthew Colasso. This is unbelievable stuff. Just look at this effort from Francis Fernandez. You know why he's been an ISL champion with Chennai and FC. That was the right decision on an offside for Matthew Colasso. But what about that effort from Francis Fernandez? Even someone as tall as Ritik Tiwari couldn't get to that. That was that good that it just hits the underside of the cross piece and comes back off. Vasco Sports Club have turned it on here. Karan Shirotkar taking the throw in. This is Sheldon Pereira, wins the corner kick, and you can see a subdued FC Goa team right now. What are we seeing here? What an incredible match this has been. What a second half this has been. I have no shame in admitting that I didn't expect a second half quite as exciting as this, as Francis Fernandez is just shielding the ball. As now this time Velroy Fernandez is shielding the ball, but he's given it away to Daniel Rebello, who's put this cross in. Ritik Tiwari just about getting there. He's shunted it forward, but the header comes in from Neville Alexander. It will allow Vasco to get back into position. What a poor ball that is. Christy Davis just putting it off Velroy, and then Sandville this time will get a red card. It's everything is happening here at the moment. It is Sandville De Costa who gets the red card right now. We are into the last minute of this encounter, and you can see that lunging tackle from Selvel De Costa. He had shown his studs and he might have got the ball, but I think that is the right decision from Sunil Nanotkar. That was dangerous play from Selvel De Costa, and he gets the red card, the second red card for Vasco today. One to his coach Mickey Fernandez and one to Selvel De Costa. But it is 10-men Vasco Sports Club up against FC Goa, and this is Sereno Fernandez who's going to take this free kick. Everyone back for Vasco Sports Club. What have we got in store here? This is Daniel Rebello just watching on in with a lot of concentration. This is Sereno's ball in. The header on. This is a chance still. Well done by Francis Fernandez, the experience speaking. But straight to Lalrem Ruata. He's put this ball forward, and Wasim Namdar's header will bring relief to the Vasco players and the supporters and the coaching staff, as this ball has gone out for a goal kick, as Neville is asking the referee for time. And it'll be interesting to see how much extra time Sunil Nalotkar plays over here, because he's taking this goal kick. Kuldeep Kumar. This is Brian Faria. This is Karan Shirotkar. Hooks it up forward. Matthew Colasso brings it down. Francis Fernandez gets it. This is Sheldon Pereira. Sheldon puts it forward. This is Francis Fernandez. He'll be holding it up all the way down that corner. And he's not won a free kick there, Francis Fernandez. He's won the throw-in. And that is the end of it from Sunil Nanotkar. And you can see that from the players. And you can see the smiles coming in from Mickey Fernandez and the reserve. And everyone in that Vasco Sports Club team has worked their socks off against a very, very rampant FC Goa team. But kudos today only goes to Vasco Sports Club team, who are ending their campaign on a very, very high. If master stroke from Mickey Fernandez today in how he set his team up to face against FC Goa. And his guys, with Francis Fernandez, there you see the congratulations coming in from the players. All the players on the field, and all smiles the team in white as Robbie Burgo comes out and congratulates the team in white in sportsman spirit, as Degi Cardozo's men ends with a loss. And at full time, in another exciting encounter from the Duler Stadium, Vasco Sports Club have come back from 1 goal down to trump FC Goa 2 goals to 1. And tomorrow's match is one between Sesa Football Academy and Panjim Footballers. We will be back tomorrow for a 4:15 p.m. kickoff.
ঠান্ডা তো মরে যাবে দেখি শীতকালে কোনো কমে গেছিল